Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello everyone and welcome again to a new edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host Tony Diaz along with Mimi Goody.
Shalom.
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey people! Again.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello! What the hell is going on?
Alright, so long story short, we do got to throw this out there. We just did our episode and had a little accidente with the audio equipment after we did a 2-hour special, and it erased everything. So now we have to start all over.
Not my part. Put
not
that
mine.
out there.
Not mine either. I'm just putting that out there too. So
It was Miguel.
Yeah, it was Miguel.
Oh, it definitely wasn't me.
So anyway, we're gonna call this the WrestleMania special. We are gonna talk very, very briefly about SmackDown and NXT and SmackDown,
and Raw.
And Raw. Yeah, that too. So before we go on, this weekend is the PPV Points game. So good luck to everybody playing. I'll go over the rules later on after we do our picks. So you know what? We're just gonna go straight into it. We're gonna go for the good, the bad, and the ugly of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. All right, for me, like I said, yeah, like we just went over it. For me, the best part of Raw was just the whole Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky thing. That whole fight, it was good though. I gotta give them credit. And I also loved it on SmackDown too. The whole Battle Royal thing, I thought that was pretty good. NXT. Their women, when setting up for that match at NXT Takeover, was really great for me. All right, Rick, the bad.
The bad, I mean, you had Braun Strowman, which was absolutely terrible. Anything with Braun at this stage is just bad. You had The Miz and Shane cut some bad promos on SmackDown, and it's just a lot of bad stuff happened on SmackDown this week. I mean, if you didn't see it, if you didn't hear it happen 2 hours ago, this is a lot of bad. NXT, not so much bad. So, I mean, yeah. Mimi with the ugly! Mimi!
I unplugged it. I'm sorry. The ugly was Kofi Kingston's promo.
That's it? There we go. All right.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, well, there you go with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And like we said, this is supposed to be the biggest shows of the year right before WrestleMania, right? And all three of these shows didn't really deliver to the point where they're supposed to deliver. Like we said, there were some moments in each show which was like, okay, but come on, guys, you got to do better than that. But let's just say this. It is now time for Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one. This is the championship round.
Yes,
is it going to be Raw or SmackDown or NXT that walks away as the champion? Well, right now I can tell you for a fact it will not be SmackDown. Right now, Raw and NXT are tied at 12 to SmackDown's 10. Every week on our Facebook page, you, the fans, vote for Raw, SmackDown, or NXT using the like emojis. So the thumbs up for SmackDown, the heart for Raw, and the smiley face for NXT. Every week you guys vote, and we listen to you. Sometimes. Most of the time we don't listen to you. Only time we really listen to you is when it's a tie. But yeah. And from now on, we may be replacing Mimi with you guys. I don't know. But guys, it's kind of close. I don't know. Tony, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. The fans voted this week. It's a tie. Raw and SmackDown with 50% and 0% for NXT. How?
That's crazy.
This is crazy, fans.
That's what I'm saying. They got it all ass backwards, man. And this isn't the first time the fans has been like that, too.
No, it's been a lot this week.
There's been a lot. All right, my pick this week, I'm going with Raw. Just love the fact that that whole debacle with Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky, it had me on the edge of my seat. So I really enjoyed it. NXT, I really enjoyed that women's debacle there, and just Io Shirai just doing that backflip onto all of them. I mean, that was pretty impressive, and I dig her. You know what I'm saying, with her little badonkies.
Oh yeah,
she got a big one for an Asian lady, you know. Anyway, no, but, my vote is Raw. All
right, and you know what? I'm gonna put all the pressure on Mimi because that's what I'm gonna do. Definitely, SmackDown. Oh, it's just so terrible, man. There was just nothing good about it. So there's no way I can vote for SmackDown. Raw, like you said, Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda, they stole the show, but there were some funny moments there. Like, why is Ronda driving a car? Why? Yeah. Why is she kicking out the window and just the window and not trying to kick Becky? It was just little comical moments here, even though it was good, but they should have closed the show with that. Not
they should have, yeah.
Friggin' hobbled Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin and Rey Mysterio. It was just not the way to go. That's why I went with NXT with the more logical ending, with the women, Io Shirai standing tall with the belt high above her head. So, Mimi, it's up to you. Is it Raw, is it SmackDown, or is it NXT? And before you pick, if you pick SmackDown, it will go to the fans. And the fans, they have a tie. And if it's tied, the Wrestling POV president reached out to me and said, if it's a tie after the fans, it goes to Miguel Cole. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to pick 205 Live. No, baby, this is why. You have to make a decision. Is it Raw or is it NXT?
It's hard to decide. NXT was really good, and so was Raw. I'm stuck in the middle of both of them, and I don't want to give it to Miguel Cole. So I'm going to choose Raw.
Raw it is! Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations! Monday Night Raw wins the war. They are now the champion of the year. Raw beats SmackDown and NXT in a close battle. 13
this was very close.
To NXT's 12 to SmackDown's 10. Raw is the champion. Congratulations. And now next week, ladies and gentlemen, we start fresh. Everybody will have zeros on the board. And the first Raw, SmackDown, NXT of after WrestleMania is going to be huge. You're not going to want to miss it. We're not going to miss it. Definitely here on Wrestling POV. And speaking of Wrestling POV, make sure you check out Wrestling POV Global every Wednesday on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, and Spotify for free for all your outside of WWE coverage. They cover it all. They just had Jeff Cobb, ROH champion, Jeff Cobb, TV champion, New Japan wrestler, huge man from Hawaii. They had him a 20-minute conversation with TJ Logan. Amazing interview. You don't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, also, Wrestling POV is affiliated with the Collar Noble brand. Make sure you go to collarnoblebrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Save yourself 10% on the great gear they have at collarnoblebrand.com. Tony, it's NXT Takeover! Mamma mia!
You know, that's probably the fastest we ever did Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Anyway, all right, so NXT Takeover New York. This is going to be like a little warm-up. to the Wrestling POV Pay-Per-View Points game, WrestleMania, where I will defend my title right over there. All right, let's get straight on to NXT Takeover New York. All right, first match, WWE UK Championship, Pete Dunne versus Walter. We'll go Rick, me, and then Mimi. Rick, who you got in this match?
I gotta go with Walter. He's just on a high right now. He's a huge dude. Pete Dunne has had this title for over 500 days. But I'm going to give you a little bit of more information on this as we go into the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game on why I am picking Walter to win this match.
Alrighty. All right, so I'm going with Pete Dunne. As much as I want to see Walter win it, I don't think he has the it factor as far as being the UK champion. He's a big guy. Very big guy. Pete Dunne's had the belt for a long time, so this would be a difficult decision to make, but I'm going to stick with Pete Dunne. He's going to retain the title. Mimi, who you got?
I picked the big guy, Walter.
Walter. All right.
Because he hits hard. He picks things up and puts them down.
All right. Up next is for the NXT Tag Team Championship, the War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. I'm going with the War Raiders. They're going to retain because the Aleister Black and Ricochet, they got too much going on this whole weekend. You know? They're going to have another title shot at WrestleMania. Will I pick them there? Oh, just tune in for a second. Tune in a few minutes. You'll find out. So I'm going with the War Raiders retaining. Mimi, who you got?
The War Raiders.
There you go. Rick.
All right, I'm going with the War Raiders at 2. War.
Those are some big dudes too, man.
They are
Jeez.
big mamma jammas, man.
Yeah, they are. All right, this is for the NXT North American Championship, the Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle. Mimi, who you got on this one?
Of course, I got Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream. Rick, who you got?
I'm going with the Riddle man, Matt Riddle.
Really?
Yeah, you know, it's no longer Black History Month. WWE stopped celebrating that holiday.
Wow.
And I just feel like they just said, all right, you know, and I'm sorry, Vince McMahon is kind of racist sometimes. And I just feel like the February ended and now all the African Americans are losing their titles. So I think it's Riddle going to take the belt and Velveteen is coming up on Monday Night Raw.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
But I'm going to go with the Velveteen Dream. I think he's going to retain. Matt Riddle is still very, very green. I mean, he has some pretty good matches, but I just, you know, looking at it as a wrestler's point of view, he's just still very, very green. So I'm going with the Velveteen Dream. Up next is for the NXT Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. So, who's it on, me or Rick?
Rick.
It's on Rick. Yeah.
I'm going with Bianca Belair because she was undefeated.
Was. All right. Was. All right. I'm also going to go with Bianca Belair. I think it's Shayna Baszler's time to get called up. If Ronda Rousey stays, then that way they can start developing their 4 horsemen. Or women, sorry. My bad. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, obviously, we're going to have that little battle between them two and Bianca Belair. It's going to keep going. So, yeah, I'm going with Bianca Belair. Mimi Goody.
I'm going Bianca Belair.
All righty.
She needs to win.
Yeah, she does. All right. NXT Championship. 2 out of 3 falls. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, baby. It's on me?
Yes, sir.
I am going Adam Cole, baby. He's going to win it. I'm just so tired of Johnny Gargano, to be honest with you. He's main evented almost, 4 takeovers in a row?
Yeah, and they need to get over him.
Yeah. It's redonkulous, man. So, no, I'm going with Adam Cole. Let him win it. Mimi.
Johnny Gargano, NXT is his life. So he's going to win it.
All right, Rick.
And because it's his life, he will be the lovable loser because it is time for Adam Cole, baby, to win that title.
All right, so there is your NXT Takeover New York, and it's time for the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game. I am your champion. What, Rick?
All right, before we get into that, I just want to give a quick shout out to Diamond Dallas Page. It's me, it's DDP, as he turns 63 years old, doing yoga and all that good stuff, helping out these wrestlers that struggled with things in life, you know? And I want to give another birthday shout out to Randall Orton, who turns 39 years old. Randy. What are you doing, Randy? 39. I mean, I thought the guy was a lot older, but we forget that he started when he was like 20.
Damn.
So it's just...
The youngest world champion, right?
Yeah, youngest world champion. Something like that.
And
one more thing I just want to say. Our hater comment of the week goes to Todd Silver. You can't forget about this, Todd. He fell for the April Fool's joke I put out there on our Wrestling POV Facebook page about David Arquette being elected into the WWE Hall of Fame. He was nagging and complaining, oh, I'm going to the Hall of Fame and he better not be in because that's a bathroom break. So, Todd Silver, you're a former Wrestling POV champion, a former Wrestling POV co-host, and you fell for it, bro. Don't you know who we are?
Oh, wow. All right,
do the honors. Hater alert, Todd Silver. Loser. Wow.
Damn. There you go. All right.
Shout out to
now it is time for the Wrestling POV WrestleMania pay-per-view points game where I am your champion.
Who the heck is moi?
You gotta look it up, Miguel. You gotta look it up. All right. So basically, this is the rules of the game. Each match is worth a certain amount of points. Let's take Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, for instance. That is only worth 5 points. So, if you want to pick Roman Reigns to win and you want to bet, you can bet between 1 to 5 points. But just keep in mind, if you max out your points and say you go 5 points, if Roman Reigns wins, then you get those 5 points. But if he loses, then you lose 5 points. And if that's the very first match, guess what? Now you're starting off WrestleMania with the negatives. Okay? Keep that in mind. A lot of people max out their bets, and it's like, why? And they lose big. But I've only seen maybe twice where it was they maxed out and they gambled and they won big. So
and it was the same person.
And it was the same person. So this year's WrestleMania, right? Cousin Jay. So this year's WrestleMania, there is all the titles with the exception of the WWE, the Universal, and the Women's are all 10 points. Okay, there's 5 matches that are 5 points, and the rest of the title matches are 10 points. So, with that being said, all the championship matches also have a stipulation to pick, which is only 3 points. So, if you pick, for the Cruiserweight Championship, you pick Buddy Murphy, however amount of points, up to 10 points, and you guys pick how they won, okay, which is a pin, count out, DQ, or submission. So there is also a no contest that we threw in there. So if you pick no contest, you cannot pick a winner. But you will get 3 points if it does end up like that. Because the majority of the people always pick a winner anyway. I think I've seen, since we started this new format, I think I've only seen one person pick a no contest in a couple of matches. So, I mean, it does happen. And that's why we did that, because that way, we can start weeding out the people that does these, that max out their points too. So, pretty simple. It's not hard, people. Christ. All right, we ready?
Yes.
All right. The first one is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is worth 10 points. Mimi, if I tend to forget what I bet, just let me know what I did, and then that way I can quickly explain why I picked. I know who I picked, but just the number of points I forgot. All right, so in the Memorial Battle Royal, Colin Jost? Is it Jost or Jost? It's one of them. And Michael Shea, they're from the NSNL guys. They're going to be in it. Braun Strowman, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Kalisto, Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor, Connor, Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis Tucker, EC3, Mojo Riley, and those are just a little bit of the people that's going to be on there. So we'll do it again. We'll go with Rick, myself, and then Mimi. Rick, who you got winning this?
All right, as I saw Monday Night Raw, I was like, listen, I'm going to sneak in here. I'm going to pick Apollo. And then all of a sudden, on Monday Night Raw, they have Apollo go over and representing the Andre the Battle Royal. I'm like, God damn it! I thought I had the best kept secret. I was like, yo, no one's going to pick Apollo. And so that I have to throw that out the window.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm going to throw in Mojo Rawley. I didn't pick him the last time he won. You did. And you got a win off of that. And you know what? I think they want to do something with him. So why not give him a second one to give him a lot of momentum to push him forward there? So I'm going to go with Mojo, and I'm going to go with 3 points.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go with the obvious on this one. I'm going to go Braun Strowman, and I'm going to go 4 points on it, only because they showed him so much, and they're running this angle with him, and then being in the Battle Royal with these other two J-Brones, why it's only appropriate for him to be the last one there with those two. You know what I'm saying? And then to see them two get the hands of Braun Strowman, I think it'll be funny. So that's why I'm going with Braun Strowman. Mimi Goody, who you got?
Andrade.
That's a good pick. Not going to hate it. How many points?
2.
2 points. There you go. All right. The next one is the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Some of the contestants on here, and this is a 10-pointer too. Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, and Zelina Vega. Will I pick her? No, I'm not. I'm going with Ruby Riott on this one because they've just been herbing her for the longest time. And for the last 2 weeks especially, they've been herbing her. So I got Ruby Riott. I'm going to go 3 points. I'm going to keep it on the low side for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it on the low side. All right, Mimi Goody, who you got on this one?
I picked Mandy Rose for 3 points.
That's not a bad pick either. Wait, how many points? 3?
3.
Wow. All right. Go ahead, Rick. Who you got?
Wait.
Whoa.
Sorry. I picked Mandy Rose for 9 points.
All right. Mandy Rose, 9 points. That's a lot. But that's also not a bad pick either. It's not a bad pick. All right, Rick. Who you got on this one?
And you know why it's not a bad pick? Is because a couple hours ago I picked it. And Mandy Rose, the reason why I'm going with Mandy Rose, I think Lacey Evans is not going to be in the Battle Royal.
I think she's
gonna make her entrance down the ramp. She's gonna distract Asuka, and Mandy Rose is going to throw out Asuka and win the Women's Battle Royal. So
that
I'm going
I can
with
see.
Mandy for 3 points.
Okay. All right. So next matchup: Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. This is only a 5-pointer. Who's it on? Mimi. All right, Mimi, who you got?
I picked Roman Reigns, 4 points.
Wow. All right, Rick, who you got?
I'm going Roman 5 points. Come on, he's coming back from cancer.
Exactly. I'm going Roman Reigns, and I also went 5 points. All right. Next matchup, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This one's only 5 points too. It goes to Rick. Who you got?
I'm going to go with... This is a tough one. I'm going with AJ Styles. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, Randy Orton hit the RKO on SmackDown with the phenomenal forearm, and this story, it was repeated on SmackDown. We did indie wrestling thing.
But you know what? This whole storyline was odd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was a very odd story because it just happened out of nowhere, you know? So,
out of nowhere.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. No, you didn't do it on purpose.
No, I did not. All right.
I'm going with AJ, 3 points.
All right. This was one of the matches that was hard for me to pick, too. So I'm also going to go AJ Styles, and I went 2 points. 2 points. So keeping it safe a little bit. All right. Mimi Goody, who you got?
And I'm going a little bit more ballsy.
Bowls and balls.
Ballsy.
Bowls and balls and shit.
I'm going AJ Styles. 4 points.
Wow. Alrighty. All right, next matchup, the farewell match. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. It's on me.
Yes.
I'm going Baron Corbin, 5 points. Just the way Kurt Angle got the last laugh on Raw. I think Baron's going to be the one to do it. All right, Mimi Goody, who you got?
I went with Kurt Angle, 5 points.
Nice, very good, very good. All right, Rick.
And you know what? You're wrong, because it's going to be Baron Corbin, 5 points.
There we go. All right, the next match is the Falls Count Anywhere. The Miz versus Shane McMahon. Mimi, who you got on this one? Remember, Falls Count Anywhere.
Well, Shane McMahon is not going to lose.
No?
No. He's the greatest
Jesus.
in the world.
No.
Shane McMahon, 5 points.
Oh, there you go. All right, Rick.
All right. I'm going. You know what? I feel like this pick came to me in a dream. Like, I had this dream that the Miz's father was going to turn on the Miz, and Shane was going to win because the Miz's father turns on him. So I'm going with Shane, and I'm going 3 points.
That's my thought exactly. I think the Miz's father is going to do something pretty bad and help Shane out to win this. He's going to be disgusted with the Miz, only because Shane put his hands on his father.
That's not.
Mr. Rick, didn't you get that idea from Mr. Tony? Shut up.
Whoa! All right, so I'm going to go Shane McMahon, 5 points. I think he's going to win it. It's because the Mrs. Dad's going to interfere. Okay. Up next, the no-holds-barred match, Triple H versus Batista with Triple H's career on the line. This is only 5 points, though.
It's his wrestling career that's on the line, right?
Yes. He can no longer wrestle ever again. So, who's it on?
Tony.
Me? It's on me?
Yeah.
So,
it's on you.
I went with, I don't even know. I don't even remember who I went with. I don't think Triple H is going to retire, to be honest. So I'm going Triple H, 3 points. So, Mimi, who you got?
I went, of course, with my guy, Bautista.
Bautista?
2 points.
Oh, shit. All right, Rick.
All right.
Who you got?
And, before I make this pick, I just want to say this. People have been saying recently how The Rock doesn't represent his black side and that he wasn't a black champion. He was. And with that being said, a lot of people have said, well, there's never been an Asian champion. Yes, there has been. Batista, he's half Filipino.
Exactly.
So there has been an Asian champion. So let's give this whole race thing a
yeah, I mean, there'll probably be a day where I want to discuss this because it keeps getting thrown out there, and I am gonna say this, okay? Professional wrestling for me, being in the ring, being a worker, and most of all, being a fan, because at the end of the day, we're all marks, okay? If you don't know what marks is, just look it up. But either way, we're all marks for pro wrestling, and for me, to watch it's a way to get me out of all the bullshit in the world. And then when people try to bring race into it, it's like, come on, man. No, it's no place for it, to be honest. But like I said, we'll leave that discussion for another time because right now it's the WrestleMania PPV Points game and your champ has spoken.
Mr. Tony, my name is Miguel, not Mark.
Oh, sorry.
With that being said, I'm going with Triple H, 5 points.
There you go. All right. So, you win already, right? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah, she did. I went. Okay. All right. The next matchup. The rest of these are championships, except for the last 3. So, the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese. This is 10 points, along with the stipulation of a pin, countout, DQ, or submission. It's worth 3 points. Or if you don't think anybody's going to win, you can pick a no contest. Therefore, you don't get the 10 points, but you will get the 3, while everybody else could lose like 13. Mimi Goody, who you got?
I picked Buddy Murphy, 8 points, pin.
Okay. Rick, who you got?
All right, and this is why I was waiting for with the whole Walter and what's his name?
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne. Yes, the Bruiserweight. I went with Buddy Murphy, 10 points, pinfall, because the Bruiserweight is coming to 205 Live, and how great will it be to have Pete Dunne versus Buddy Murphy?
It would. It would be very great, and I agree with you. I don't think any of that's going to happen. I just think this is going to be a straight-up match. I think this is going to be my pick for one of the picks for match of the night. Them two guys are going to bring it, and they're going to set the table for the rest of the matches going forward. But I'm going with Buddy Murphy, 10 points, pin. Mimi Goody, who you got?
She went first.
I
went first, so you don't have to go again. All right, so the next match is a fatal 4-way for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. This one's also 10 points with the stipulation. The Usos versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus Sheamus and Cesaro versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Rick, who you got?
All right, you know what? I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev for 3 points by pinfall.
Wow.
I think they're going to steal it from Ricochet and Aleister Black. They'll push him out the ring or something.
Right.
I think that's probably
going to sneak it in there, huh?
Yeah, like sneaky snakes.
Oh, sneaky snakes, huh? All right, so I'm going with the Usos. I think they're going to retain. I'm going 10 points. Pinfall.
Wow.
Yes. That's how strongly I feel about it. All right, Mimi Goody, who you got?
I'm going to go with Ricochet and Aleister Black.
Ooh, new chance. All right, how many points?
Yeah, 2 points, pinfall.
Nice. All righty. Up next, it's the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. This one is also 10 points. Pin, countout, DQ, sub, 3 points, no contest. The Boston Hug Connection versus the Iconics versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya. You saw how I stuck my chest out up there. Versus Tamina and Nia Jax. Who's it on me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It is? I'm going with the Boston Hug Connection. 10 points, and it's going to be a pin. Sasha Banks is going to be the one to do the pin, I believe, on one of the Iconics or even Tamina. So that's my pick. Mimi.
I'm going to pick, I'm not like most girls.
You forgot
Tamina
the words.
and Nia. 9 points, pin.
Nice. All right, Rick, who you got?
All right, I'm going with the Boston Hug Connection, 7 points, and pinfall. Bailey picks up the pin.
Nice. Oh, just like me, huh? All right, so up next is for the WWE IC belt. Bobby Lashley versus the Demon King, Finn Balor. Finn Balor.
Yeah, we had a whole
thing on it.
It was so good. It would have made the clip
funny.
in the beginning.
It was
so funny if
but let's
didn't
do
get
it.
deleted.
But let's do it one more time.
All right,
Finn Balor. All right. So this one's a 10-pointer too. I'm going. It's on me, right? It is. It's on me.
No, it's on Mimi.
It's on Mimi.
I'm going with Finn Balor, 10 points, pinfall.
Oh.
All right, I'm going Finn Balor, 10 points, pinfall.
I'm also going Finn Balor, 10 points, pinfall. All right.
Just so you guys know, we're making fun of Finn Balor as a demon character from Monday Night Raw. There was no reason for him to stick his tongue out and make that noise.
There was none. Absolutely not. All right, up next is for the United States Championship. This one's also 10 points with the stipulation. It's Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, this one is tough to pick, but because I can hear Rey Mysterio winning the title and having the music playing and everybody going crazy for Rey. But I have to go with Samoa Joe. I think it's not going to be by submission. I think it's going to be pinfall. I think he pulls out the Muscle Buster.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's going to be for 7 points.
7 points?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go Samoa Joe. I think he's going to retain. Rey Mysterio is hurt. We don't know the severity of it. So, yeah, I'm going to go Samoa Joe, 10 points, submission. Mimi Goody, who you got?
I got Samoa Joe, 8-point submission.
Oh, interesting.
Stupid.
Now, this is an added one that happened after Raw, which is crazy. Raw Tag Team Championship, The Revival versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Is it on me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going with The Revival, 10 points pin. Mimi, who you got?
I'm trying to find my papers.
This just in, Mimi Goody falls asleep.
Right.
Oh, well, while we wait for Mimi Goody to get her stuff together, ladies and gentlemen, if you like baseball, make sure you check out 643 Baseball on their Facebook page. These are the baseball guys people can turn to for their baseball needs. From Major League Baseball to the minor leagues to even fantasy baseball. They have live shows on Facebook almost every day with the lineup card with Rich Daniels and Turning 2 with Ryan and Andrew. They have baseball giveaways. They give out autographed baseball cards, jerseys, shirts, hats. It's a lot of fun. They talk a lot about baseball. We all love baseball here. It's a great sport. It's one of America's favorite pastimes. You don't want to miss them. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at 643 Baseball. Mimi, did you find your paper?
Yes. I went with The Revival, 6 points pinfall.
All right, and with that, I am going with The Revival, 10 points pinfall.
Yeah, they have to.
You know, and the reason why I do that is because I don't think Ricochet and Aleister are winning NXT Takeover. I don't think they're winning at WrestleMania. But I do think they're going to win the next night on Monday Night Raw. They're going to take the titles from The Revival.
But you know what's funny, though? Imagine if Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder win. Do you know how much?
No, I can't.
But I'm just saying, if they win, that place is going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. So I wouldn't mind if I lost that if they did win. So we're good. All right, the last three are the main events, and the last three are for 20 points each, of course, with the stipulation. So we're going to go first with the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Who's it on? Rick?
All right, you know.
Who do you got?
This is so hard. I don't know, like Big E was giving some dirty looks at Kofi, so I couldn't really tell where this is going to go.
Right.
We could have Luke Harper appear, help Daniel Bryan. I'm thinking Bray Wyatt appears after Luke Harper appears, and Bray helps out and beats up Luke Harper, and they start a whole Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt thing again. But this time, Daniel Bryan has the Wyatt family with them. I think it's Kofi Mania time. I'm going to go with Kofi, 17 points, pinfall.
Damn, new champ. All right, for me, this one also, these last three is the very difficult ones for me, because especially trying to decide who's going to win or lose and blah, blah, blah. This match in particular, I don't see Kofi winning it. I don't. So I'm going Daniel Bryan, 10 points, pin. That's what I'm going. Mimi.
And like Rick said, Black History Month is over.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Daniel Bryan, 9-point submission.
All right. So now the up next is for the WWE Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. This is also 20 points. Who's it on, me?
Yes.
All right. This one, I think this is going to be the changer. It's going to go Seth. I'm going Seth Rollins, 5 points, pin. I'm going to go. He's going to hit him with the curb stomp. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I might change the points, though, Sunday morning. But right now I'm going 5 points. Mimi.
I went Seth Rollins, 3 points with a pin.
Oh, Rick?
All right, and I'm going with the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar. 20 points. Brock Lesnar. 20 points. Pinfall.
Damn.
Drew McIntyre taking that belt off of Brock. Only Drew McIntyre is going to take that belt off of Brock.
All right, and the main event, winner takes all triple threat match for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship. This is also 20 points, along with the stipulation. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Mimi?
Yes.
Yes, Mimi, who you got?
I picked Becky Lynch, 20 points with the pin.
Nice. Rick, who you got?
All right, I'm going Becky Lynch, 20 points, submission.
And I'm also going Becky Lynch, 20 points, submission. I think she is due. I'm still iffy with these three. I mean, out of the three, I already picked two title changes out of the three. Okay.
Yep.
So you picked. You did the same thing, Rick. You picked two title changes out of the three. So Mimi, who you pick?
I went
She
first.
picked Becky.
No. I'm saying how many title changes out of the three? You picked Becky, so that's one. You picked Seth Rollins, and you picked Daniel. So you did the same thing. Yeah. So I'm assuming a lot of people is picking 2 out of the 3 to have title changes. Does that sound fair or weird or anything?
No, it sounds about right. I mean, no one expects to have Vince McMahon go, hey, we're going to have everybody happy.
Yeah, they're all going to be pissed. They're all going to be. I have a feeling somebody's going to be pissed off about something about this pay-per-view. All right, so that is your WrestleMania pay-per-view points game. Of course, people, don't forget the grand prize of this, if you're not an employee of the Wrestling POV podcast, is 50 buckaroos from Amazon. So,
and let's not forget the Spanish announce table.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So,
which this time around is going to be 5 points.
This time around is 5 points. So, wait, what are you going with it?
I'm going with no, it's not going to break. There's too many other tables around.
Yeah.
I think Spanish announce table survives.
No, I think it's going to break. It has to. It's WrestleMania, especially with Shane McMahon. It has to break. So I'm saying yes for the Spanish announce table.
I'm also saying yes because I haven't said no yet.
All right, so that now it's your WrestleMania pay-per-view points game.
$50 gift card.
$50 gift card or the Wrestling POV mystery box, which can contain something. There's something in it. I know that. Miguel's stuffing. Miguel's leftover food or whatever he does with his
booger tissue.
His booger tissue. It could be anything. Or it could
Tony's
be something
booty
big.
Hair.
Yeah, my booty hair. And everything.
Mr. Rick's nose clippings.
Yeah, it can be any of that.
They're long.
And they belong. Yes, all right. So now, before we go, we're going to quickly go over the Wrestling POV's book. I'm not explaining it. Next week I will. All right,
ridiculous.
So it's ridiculous, exactly. All right, so WWE writers.
Stay.
John Cena's hair don't. We'll see at Mania. Shane McMahon's damn ego stays. Daniel Bryan's fickle. We're going to give him till after Mania. If he doesn't say it, then I think it's time to go off. Bianca Belair's clipping hair doo-doo.
If she wins
that belt, it's coming out.
Yeah, sure. Matt Riddle's chancleta, it stays.
It stays.
Alicia Fox's intoxication.
If she comes into the rings not intoxicated, comes
then,
off.
Yeah, I agree. Kurt Angle's doo-doo run.
This is his last time on the book.
All right, Lafayette, Louisiana crowd. Them motherfuckers stays till they go back. Rhonda's promo skill.
They suck.
Stays.
Okay. Renee Young's commentary.
Stays.
The missing mole. Stays.
Still missing.
Where?
Still missing. No Way Jose gangrene weave.
If he changes the color, it goes.
All right. Yeah, we'll see at Mania. Mrs. Daddy Issues.
It stays.
He put his hands on my father.
There we go. Superstar Billy Graham's keyboard fingers.
Stays.
Yeah, they gotta stay.
And then there's a couple new entrants in the book. Apollo Cruz's Sticky Picky.
Yeah, one of the Sting brothers.
And
by the booty hole.
He was deep. He was deep. Knuckle deep, exactly. Kofi Kingston microphone privileges.
Revoked.
Oh, after all that talking you like that, what are you
terrible.
doing? Go back to the Jamaican accent if you're going to talk like that.
I know, right?
Sure. All right.
Terrible.
All right, well, that is your show again. Part 2. This is part 2, I guess. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to play a quick song from my playlist of over 5 trillion that I have on my phone. So just guess. It's for fun. It's just how we ride off into the sunset until next week, where we may crown a new champion, or I may retain. I have a funny feeling I'm going to retain it. So this is my first time defending my title at WrestleMania. So with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
And the third wheel,
Rex Serrano the third.
and our intern,
Miguel Cole. I'm not doing this a third time.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, we ready again?
Yes.
All right. This is for the men's battle royal.
That's JEFF JRRE
He could be in it.
I don't think he will.
He
Jeff
could be in it.
Imagine.
Jeff Jarrett's
All right, let's see. Man. Wow.
I told you he's gonna win it.
He's got to win
He's
this.
gotta win this.
It's got to be him.
I told you.
If you guys,
It's my Mexican puppy.
on part 1 of this tape, Andrade played. And he played again. That's weird.
You would think with 5 trillion songs, the odds of that is like
It's astronomical.
5 trillion to 0.1.
All right, so the women, real quick. Let's see the women.
He won! R-Truth wins the women's battle royal!
He won't. That's funny though. Pope Dallas? No.
Holy! Maurice?
Hold on. Wait, come on.
Selena Vega!
There you go. We'll take that.
Yo, 5 trillion songs and he shuffles Andrade 3 times.
3 times. 3 damn times. That's insane.
I'm not doing the show 3 times.